Let's move it to the GTEC, mate. Keith Andrews, Brentford team, taking on Ruben Amorim's Manchester United. I think it was before the game, 3 of the last 4 times United have played there, United have got beaten, so it wouldn't be a surprise. And the thing with United, it is any result isn't a surprise at the moment. Every now and then you see a performance and a result. Other times you can't scratch in your head what's going on. Before the game, Beck said to me, is this the kind of game that if United win, and I've looked at the fixtures coming up, so they've got Brentford, they've got Sunderland, Liverpool, Brighton and Forest. She said, is that a number of games they can get some points, get some consistency and start to move in the right direction? And I said, who knows, Bex? It's Man United. From game to game, I have no idea what you're going to get. And I think the biggest problem for Ruben Amorim is he's in a pretty similar position.
Well, I've said about United a couple of weeks ago, Rob, that until the front three become fit, and let's see a run of games where he's got his new players out there and his kind of, his summer additions, a lot of money spent on those front three players, and Burma, Cunha and Šeško. They started. And, I thought there was moments in the game where they looked pretty good going forward. Bruno's linking up with them pretty well. And that's what United need to see. Now, the result was a shocking result. I know Bruno missed a penalty, and the non-award of a red card to Nathan Collins, Rob, when you pull a player back in Burma,
he pulls
that's right in front of goal, and he's not attempting to play the ball. I text you, I'm like, I don't know where to go. I don't know what to say.
Well, apparently the excuse was that he has to be in control of the ball, which is the worst excuse you can ever.
So anytime somebody's going to do a one-touch finish, I can just yank him from behind,
because he's
right?
not, as long as the ball's not on his foot, as long as he's away.
That might be the most ridiculous thing I may have ever heard in terms of that. And you know what I did, Rob? Because, I think I'm pretty close to the interpretations of the officials, right? But when they get a weird one, I'm like, if I missed something, I went back and looked at the FIFA laws of the game, law 12 about discipline and red cards and all that. And when you read it, that's a red card. He's absolutely there, gonna knock it in, control it, whatever he wants. But if you can't do it because somebody stops you. So that's one that I'll be looking forward to. And the next time the referee's going to come out and mic'd up and tell us that. So I really didn't get that. So that obviously didn't help. But now United have got some of their players back. We're gonna look, Rob, over the next few weeks. We're gonna me and you are gonna chat United every single week. It's mostly gonna be like this, where it's frustrating. When we get to December and there's been a good run of the new players playing in there, if they're not putting runs of wins together and looking like progression, he's got to go. Because it's just not working. It's a long enough time. He's had a window. He's had players to come into his system. I don't think the recruiting's been brilliant because they didn't bring a central midfield player in and a right wing back and maybe a goalkeeper. But there's been a lot of money been spent. Now, if he has to pay for bad recruitment, that's what might happen. But again, a couple more months because you can't.
Do you think
keep
a couple
going
more
the
months,
same
Rob?
way.
Do you think we're talking months, like 8 games?
I'm always out. I'm always out. So whatever I say, minus about a month.
It was interesting that Gary Neville comes on, who's our Premier League contributor from the obviously the UK, famous Manchester United winning captain and player, and that definitely has an inside feel of what's going on at Manchester United, and probably as strong as I've heard Gary say that he felt like could be weeks, almost like this guy's under serious pressure now. Which made me think, and again, I'm not saying Gary's telling you he's going to go or not, but just for somebody who's close to the know and has a real touch and feel of Manchester United, I get the sense we're probably talking 4 or 5 games. And it might be up to the games. I've took the Liverpool one, they might look at different, but Sunderland, Brighton, Nottingham Forest, I think if we're not seeing some wins, 8, 9, 10 points at that situation, Rob, I think we might be in for change.
I mean, the goals they conceded, Rob, and the nature of long balls over the top, and Harry Maguire again gets a start at centre back and gets caught out over the top.
Then he changes his centre backs, and Luke Shaw, he takes 2 centre backs off. I've never quite understand what that one's all about.
But the point being is that he's got most people fit now. When Cunha was out and they weren't playing well, it's like, well, he's kind of the best attacking player. Let's get him back in the side. Let's give them the front three a run. He's got his options defensively now. He's made his decision with the goalkeeper. That's on him now in terms of who's Alte's being the number one. And they didn't go for Emi Martinez. Let's see, and maybe you're right. With the strongest-ish 11 available, and the next month, then let's say, 4 or 5 games. Let's see how they look. If there's no improvement, then they got to start again. It's horrific to say it, but you can't keep going down. He's been a brilliant manager in Portugal. Yeah, in Portugal. Nowhere else in a team that dominates the possession. If Man United dominated possession, this would look so different. Yeah. But the Premier League is so hard, and there's so many good teams that are good on the ball that they are going to have long periods in every single game without the ball. And that's where the system, with the restrictions, with the players he's got, has looked to be not up to it. And we'll see another few more weeks of his best side. Yeah, they better start progressing, because every manager's got to show signs of progression. Period.
They need a run, mate. They need some kind of run that starts to put some wins, some draws, or else, as good as he is, as good a reputation as he's got, they're going to have to make a big call on that one.
Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host of NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch more videos all season long. And for even more Premier League content, from original series to live matches, head over to Peacock.